Last week on Flight Room TV.
Get into some topics, man. Look like this is going to be the relationship podcast today because a lot of these topics deal with relationships. But let's start with right now we all know the divorce rate is pretty high as out of control. But to add to it, now we got people out here having divorce parties. In history though with these whole like vaccines, because I think this is showing like you can be forced to put put something in your body like against your will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
they're taking away jobs and shit now.
Yeah,
they're like trying to.
The headlines like telling themselves. It'd be like husband of 4 dies, and his last message to the kids is, "I hope they get vaccinated." Like the typical headline now. Like it never talks about people dying.
Exactly
with a non-vaccine related headline in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like them situationships make you realize what you want, though. It's like, all right, I don't even want to deal with that shit.
Right.
For the next time, I'll need this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like,
so it's basically like a probationary period type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it. That's why I said gray area. I feel you. Yeah.
30-day trial.
There was a time and place where getting a divorce was like shameful. Like, you ain't want people to know that you had turmoil going on in your family. You had turmoil going on in your relationship, because whether it was the other person's fault or not, it still was a negative reflection upon you. But like it seems nowadays, like just in general, just a failed relationship is almost a celebration. It's like almost every time a girl break up with a dude, her friends are celebrating that shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, congratulations. Yeah. It's like, congratulations, y'all failed. Like, some of them joints last for years. Shit.
Yeah, situation.
Yeah,
they do.
Some niggas' parents was just pure situationships. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know.
It'd be 20 years situationship. You know what I'm saying? 30 years situationship.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's if you agree with that, then that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you, because there's somebody out there, believe it or not, that's going to do all that shit you want, and that's why you should have a lot of situations. It's like
don't always be.
Yeah, because it's all theories.
Yeah, it's not really. That's why I was actually kind of trying to say, like, it's not always like fact. It's like what
it can't. In this matter, it can't be fact because it's not working. It's not working. Right.
That's what I mean. And theories just come from trials anyway.
How can something be mandated when it's not working? It don't do what they say it does.
Right.
But like
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask that. Do you think you can put too much faith in something or somebody?
Yeah.
I think putting too much faith in people can always be a disappointment, but you can't lose putting faith in God, though. You know what I'm saying? But putting faith in people, definitely you can put too much to the point where it affects you and it pulls you down. You know what I'm saying? And your overall outlook on God might change just the fact that a man disappointed you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I think you should never put too much.
Look, all you gotta do is spend 20 minutes for real.
Yeah, read
and see, like, the shit is not working. The shit that y'all say is working is not working. The mask that y'all say is working is not working. So what are we doing out here?
Exactly.
And then they just approved for a 3rd shot, and then what's gonna be next? A 4th shot? Like how many?
Exactly.
Like if y'all just winging it, say y'all winging it.
It blatantly looks us like that's what they're doing. Like literally.
That's at the end of the day, that's a chink in your armor. How many people you think that was probably planning on your demise now seeing that shit being confirmed? So
yeah, exactly.
But if y'all winging it, you can't mandate shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to be part of no fucking science experiment, because if
it takes time to even get that right, it takes time. Like,
even though if I volunteer for a science experiment, I'm gonna get paid, bro. So like, I'm not gonna volunteer for no free science experiment at all.
Yeah, and y'all don't know what's gonna happen to me. Y'all got motherfuckers dying out here.
And then it's never been through a clinical trial. Don't like clinical trials take like 2 years to see the long-term effects. If that, that's just 2 years.
Yeah.
So what's the balance? How do we balance this? Do we balance this?
Right.
I think it's normally what we usually always say is like everything is situational. You just
where are these struggle rappers at? talking about this shit. This not.
Oh man,
This don't
Come on,
oppress
bro.
y'all.
come on, bro.
This don't oppress y'all.
They already took that shit. That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like this,
I don't hear nobody mention that.
this is not worth spending something about.
Man,
Right.
I'm telling you, bro. But the struggle rappers, where they be at though? For real though.
When it's like real issues.
Bruh, where is Kendrick? Another thing, I feel bad though, because when you friends, you become friends with the other half. So if they see you celebrating, they shit getting fucked up. I feel bad about that. Yeah, I thought about that too.
We
For instance,
kind of
that's
mentioned
why-
that. Yeah, we mentioned that a little
Yeah.
bit. It's like
I don't trust his bitch ass either.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
yeah,
are.
they not.
they all part of the same show.
And I know
Yeah.
people kind of attach like, oh, he's taking down the deep state. Y'all gotta pay attention to these like catchphrases they be using, bro. If they're using the catchphrase, usually there's some bullshit behind that shit.
Deep state.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they rope you in with them fucking catchphrases.
Yeah, they do.
Niggas.
Well, but they.
Something
I'm
new.
trying to tell you, that's what all this political correctness shit is. All these little catchphrases and
Right.
like what's
Everything's a hashtag.
what's the incentive? This is what I'm saying. What's the incentive of trying to make the relationship work if you get celebrated for the failure? There's no incentive to make it work because you still gonna win regardless.
Yeah. And
To those people who are claiming to be promoters of freedom of speech, who do not allow publication of all information, I can ask Facebook company. This question should be asked to them.
what if it was one of your fellas and you got an invite to go to his divorce party? You
I'm
going?
not participating in that shit. I would tell you like, bro, what are you doing? Don't do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not a divorce party. If you're saying, hey, let's just go get some drinks and we on like some humble, like just chilling,
Right,
like
right.
in support,
Chop it up. Yeah.
chop it up, talk about it. Like if you just need like a little counseling session or whatever, like that's cool.
Uh-huh.
But
Once you get to a certain point of power, like everything has to be. Humans are just flawed, and there's going to be some type of corruption. Like even when you talking about last week, Marcus, on like when you say like the whole system got to be burned down and rebuilt up, but like coming up out of that, right? When there is like a rebuild coming up out the destruction of it,
There's gonna be one.
you can probably almost bet it's going to be some type of corruption that comes up out of that shit.
Yeah, I would go. I mean, I think it'd be weird. Matter of fact, I don't know because it's celebrating.
that's
the
what I'm saying.
breakup
That's what I said
celebration.
earlier. That's what I said. I would feel
Like
weird
at-
celebrating a failed relationship. I would feel weird about that. But if it was like I said, if it was something in support and counsel, like what I'm saying, try to help
Right.
you keep your head up, that's different. But if we out here just like having a great time because your relationship failed, that feel weird as shit. That feel weird.
But
as
at
shit.
the same time, I guess at the same time, your boy, hypothetically speaking, your boy might need that. Your boy might need just that, like that night out and night that I don't necessarily know how you call it the divorce party because that's what throws it off because it's like the celebration of divorce and like as opposed to like just a celebration of a night out. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a guy's night out.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right, we can always say, oh, the world's gonna have to be destroyed, and then we'll all work together and rebuild in love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then, but then again, what if the nigga like who in the power be like, nigga, yeah, now I'm about to be God, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
exactly.
I did this for y'all. Now praise me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've never felt
Yeah.
this power.
They like if you broke up with somebody, like you would have to go out your way to like find new people to date. Now all y'all can break up 5 minutes ago. You be like, I'm single and got 30 niggas in your DMs like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta leave the house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So this
Right,
it's
30
not the
niggas
same.
being with.
And no, yeah, exactly. Man, like I guess that just the nature of man. You know what I'm saying? It's like
That's what I'm saying. Are we all flawed? It's like is it always bound to like happen?
it is because it's that saying. It's like absolute power corrupts absolutely. So it's like if anybody has too much power in any situation, they're going to do the wrong thing. They're going to take
And
advantage.
just how history.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost
in
in nature to take advantage of someone of I guess you would say, you know what I mean? Like I guess you would say.
Yeah.
We celebrate the wedding and everything like that, and so we celebrate a divorce party. Do we also celebrate like? Do we truly celebrate like people's anniversaries? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like like people who have been
25th.
married for a significant amount of time? You know what I'm saying? Do we actually like
5 years.
celebrate their like 5-year, 10-year, 15-year anniversaries? Do outside parties celebrate the wedding? I mean the
Nah,
bride
true.
and grooms.
Nah,
Nah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Point. Yeah,
Yeah.
so why would they support?
We flawed, or is there like an outside
I mean,
malevolence controlling at the same time? Is that the wrong
be
side
both.
of free will always evening it out on their side?
Listen to the truth. It's hard for people to accept truth a lot of times too. And people are so opinionated these days. They feel like their opinion is true. So there's a lot of it's that too, that confrontation. That's why I say that. It's like, that's why I said an empty calorie. What are you working for? What you gonna get at the end of that shit? That's what I mean, man. Don't put in too much. You're not getting nothing.
I like that.
Yeah, man. Empty calorie. That's my new shit.
What was like the conspiracy or just event that turned y'all over to the way y'all think now? Like, what was that moment?
I remember like when 9/11 happened, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was like, really war on terrorism type shit.
Mhm.
But then I remember when we got the buoy and like we was going through that whole, we had like a phase, dog. It was probably like just this 3-day binge where we just started questioning shit. And I remember Rez told me, watch this Zygot shit. This nigga left me alone, everything.
But that was after I showed you like everything about the dollar.
Yeah, the dollar. We started with the dollar, the owl, and all that shit.
trying to prove you right, to have your ass up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, fucking arguing and shit. Like,
Man, that's just like what's the movie we talked about? Mary and Malcolm.
yeah,
That you like that? Some toxic shit, man. Like, yeah,
perfect example.
Yeah.
you just gotta be right. Like you just.
And then you talking about stuff that
like
ain't got, yeah. And then you talking about shit that had nothing to do with the initial argument.
Nothing.
You on
Yep.
some
'Cause
whole
it ain't-
other shit. Just
Because that's what I mean.
Shit was like a process.
uh-huh.
So I'll say probably the first thing that like really like started making me like look at shit funny was I think it was 9/11, right? But it wasn't the 9/11 conspiracy theory. It was the process of experiencing it. So it was like when this shit was happening, I remember him like, the panic or whatever. But I remember just being in my room and watching the coverage, and it was just like constant, all day, every day, terror. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I almost remember like red lights flashing on the TV. Like,
It has a lot to do with time and maturity.
but do you think some people are like serial situationship? Like they go from situationship to situationship.
Yeah.
to
Or even
situationship?
relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. It creates that gray area. It's like, so like, what is the end goal? Like, what do you say if you're always in a situation?
Some
Like-
people just need some people to attach to.
Yeah. That's why
I've seen this YouTube video back in the, back when YouTube was like the Wild Wild West and shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw the video called Secret Rulers. Like that shit was another video that fucked me up.
Especially when you at your lowest, like when you at your lowest and you're in the deepest of holes that you've ever been in, that you ever could imagine yourself in. What will bring you out? It's not only like, of course you have to put in the work and you have to put in the effort, but the main thing, or one of the biggest things, is also knowing that you have the faith that somebody or something on the outside is there, extending the arm, extending the olive branch, extending something to help you out, and that you have some type of like faith or grace or wherewithal to make it through. So you damn sure got to have faith. Without faith, man, I think without faith, like
Say for us, like my first conspiracy. It's funny because I recently seen this shit even more validated. The U.S. Army has a position that needs to be filled right now.
But still, sometimes in arguments, people say things. You might not catch that shit in the argument, but you hear how people view you too. Because it gets to a point where the extension of the argument is past the shit. They just trying to hurt you. They're trying to throw a low blow so you can quit and not try to be right. They want to win the fight. So sometimes other things get brought into it. Yeah, other things get brought into it, and it's the worst when it's the relationship, because they know shit about you that the outside world don't get to see on the daily.
Right.
So that shit always triggers you too. It's like, damn,
You got skip.
that's accurate. Don't nobody know that shit. I shouldn't have let her come with me for that shit. That's what you be. I'm telling you, man. It gets real. Shouldn't let her see that shit.
Shouldn't let us see them skid marks in your draw.
Yep. I knew she was watching Thursday.
You weren't supposed to agree.